Hello my little ScareCubs, welcome back to my channel. This is Colton, Bear Scare Beauty, back again. And I'm not in front of my blue screen, which is actually my closet. I'm actually sitting on my bed right now. Let's get you a little shot of this. My Ouija pillow. A little shot of this nightmare. Yeah, I mean, you know, just content. We're just gonna be doing some shit today, and I'm gonna be putting some shit on my face. I think that's about it. I'm also gonna kind of use this as like a posthumous review of the Hourglass haul that I did, because I have some thoughts that have changed quite a bit. Sorry if the lighting is a little funky, I'm just chilling, man. You know? Just hanging out. I'm just gonna prime NYX Bear With Me Jelly Primer. But yeah, I mean, how's nearly No, we're on our 9th month. How's everybody's 9th month in quarantine treating them? I have put on 13 pounds over the past 9 months. I'm not super happy about that, but at the same time, it could be a lot worse, so. What about y'all? Let me know how y'all feeling, how y'all do. Hey!
Hey! How y'all doing?
Yeah, all the memes. The memes! What am I doing? Another NYX, this is the Photo Loving Primer. Do you remember when Smashbox was a thing, and then they had their, like, poreless primer, and it's just pure silicone? Well, this is a dupe for that, and it's really funny because people are like, oh, it's just not the same. I've used them both, and I'm literally just like, no, it's identical. Alright, gotta be using the Hourglass Vanish Foundation. This was like $65. I'll put the price up right here. It was this much. It cost this much. I'm actually pretty disappointed with this foundation. It's really weird. It either looks absolutely perfect, or it looks like I have scales. Like there's no in between. It's either the most flawless finish I've ever had in my life, or it looks like I haven't bathed in a year. Like, it's so weird. So let's find out what kind of day it's gonna be today. It's so weird though, because it's like, it's so thick and it dries down so fast. I'm just using my little palette. Oh, you can see into my closet, which I didn't close. Oh, you can see my accoutrement that I didn't put away. Yeah, I don't know, it's so thick. Like, look at that, it's not moving. It's not moving at all. Yeah, I don't know, I just feel like it you know? It just dries down way too fast. Like, you really have to, you gotta work it. You gotta, you know. And it doesn't sit any different when you apply it with a sponge either, I found. It clings to all my dry patches. Only sometimes though, only sometimes it clings to all my dry patches. Like I said, it's either the most flawless thing I've ever seen in my life, or I look like the Crypt Keeper. Like right now, it actually looks fantastic on my nose right now. I don't know if y'all can see, but it looks great on my nose right now. It looks decent on my nose right now. I've got some dry patches on my nose. It's not the foundation's fault. And yeah, it is really weird though, because it's either like unbelievably high coverage, or just like there's nothing there. There's no in between, once again. I literally have to work in sections on my face too, otherwise it just dries down too fast and it doesn't move. And I mean, I do realize that I'm using some buffing motion, so if you have dry skin, that can ruin you, but this is a really soft brush. I use stamping motions a majority of the time. Also, I don't really have any dry patches right here. I just have a ton of acne scarring, because I was a dumb little boy and picked my face all the time. Why am I so dark all of a sudden? What is happening? I'm kind of using this as like a little therapy session right now, because like, oh, I need to talk to my therapist again about getting, you know, therapy. Actually need to check, because I think they sent me a message, but I don't really know. Yeah, I mean, so today this looks great, but like for foundation, you shouldn't have an off day for that price.
Oh my god. I can't move.
Ooh, yay, I almost broke this. It's a little store tester of the YSL Black, not store tester, one of the travel sizes of a YSL's Black Opium. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, there we go. Oh. See, I like it on the wrists, right there, and occasionally on the back of the neck. I learned that from Ollie on Philosophy Tube. Also, we like the both, wow, we like the both. We both like the same Cartier perfume, Les Ondes du Dragon, I think it is. It's somewhere over there. I don't have it out right now. But yeah, it's really weird. It's like medium to full coverage, and then like I said, for a foundation that's in the $60 range, I don't want to hit or miss foundation, right? I don't want to have good and bad days with it, because then it's like, wow, I look like a fucking Sleestat goblin today. Like, that's not what I'm here for. I'm not paying you for that when I got the ColourPop or the NYX Born to Glow foundation. That's like $10, $12. And I mean, this, it has yes or no days depending on how much you use, but for the most part, this is always a hit. The ColourPop foundation is really good too, so I was like, played me, Hourglass. You played me, and I'm not falling for it again. That being said, I do really like the powder, and I keep thinking about it, and then I'm like, I could just use the RCMA no color powder thing. It's not as luminous as this, but I'm like, I don't know. I might rebuy this. I really like the blush, and I do really like the bronzer, so I might buy that for personal use. I don't know, man. We'll find out. I'm gonna use the ColourPop concealer. I have been liking this one. I'm still using it. I'm gonna do a posthumous review on the ColourPop stuff too, because that's apparently what I'm doing on this channel now. I forgot this dries down really fast too, so I don't know why I just used so much. Take my little Delium Tools 788 BD HD Phase 3 brush. Jesus fucking Christ, that's a mouthful. They just had a 40% off sale for Black Friday. I snagged myself a couple more brushes, because I really, really like these brushes. I am just taking this up, like, right into the brow area. That's something that I've enjoyed doing, because I don't get creasing right there, only on the actual lid, so, you know. Now, I know what you're thinking. I look absolutely insane. And you're right. This concealer is a little too light for this foundation. This foundation isn't too dark for me, but it's kind of a little, I guess, warmer toned, whereas this concealer is really neutral toned, which I need. That's another thing about the Hourglass foundation. It has very weird tones. None of them are like, I don't know. They're all very warm and yellow, and the neutral tones are like hot, hot yellow. Ooh, that dried down really fast. Ruh-roh. I look like an absolute goblin right now. I gotta tone that shit down. God, I look like I'm wearing a domino mask. Every fucking influencer used to do their makeup like this too. I may have used a little bit too much concealer. I don't really care. I do like the concealer though. It's not super dry looking on me, which is fine. Take a little 944 tapered contour brush. It's a brush. Use it for whatever you want. Once again, this, the powder actually kind of helped because it's got a little bit of pigment to it. Okay. Can you tell the difference? Oh my god. I really only use the tiniest bit of powder too, because this powder, once again with Hourglass, if you use too much or sometimes it just feels like it has a bad day and you look terrible. I don't know what it is. I think the powder is a lot more forgiving than the foundation though, because it's like not as crazy and it has a little bit of the luminosity to it, so it's not like as weird or cakey looking, which is just a good thing, you know. But I mean, like, the powder is very expensive, though. That being said, I'd of course talked about, you know, I want to repurchase the powder versus the foundation is an absolute miss for me. Okay, I mean, I look less insane now. I still look kind of insane. But how do we feel about me looking down at the camera? I like to look up so I can get this, like, and it stretches my gobble out a little bit, but you know, whatever. How was everybody's Black Friday, by the way? I have to work Black Friday, which sucks. But yeah, then I also decided to surprise myself and buy myself a birthday present slash Christmas present of some Shinkanso knives. I do love to cook, so if you know anything about knives, you know that those are nice. We all deserve nice things from time to time. I'm just gonna do the usual. We'll find out which was this one is. This is the blush. I'm gonna use the blush. The Delium Tools 960 Precision Blusher. I like this because it really lets you put it where it's a brush that lets it put it on your face. Kind of going like right under the eye right now. And I'm just gently, ever so gently use the brush to apply the product on the apple of the cheek and brush back ever so lightly so not to disturb the foundation beneath. A little more of that. These, I am a little confused by Hourglass's, like, decision to make marbled product, because there's, like, way more of the luminosity than there is color in my pan, which I'm not hating on at all, because, like, I like a more luminous blush. I do actually really enjoy the Count Me In Super Shock blush, because it's, like, so sheer that it doesn't, if you're wearing something like a luminous foundation, it doesn't really disrupt that, but, you know. This blush and this bronzer I do really enjoy. Take some of that, give myself an e-girl nose, because if you listen to Corpse Husband, e-girls are ruining his life. I'm just here to copy y'all's aesthetic. Also, just look at my goddamn natural cheekbones, just...
Alright, I'ma dip into some bronzer here. I got me an Hourglass bronzer that I'm enjoying at the moment, love. You know, she's pretty fine, she's pretty fancy. We love her. Can you focus, please? I can tell you're not focused. There we go, yeah, she's nice.
For this one, I do like that there's a lot of the luminosity to it, because it just works. I do feel like this bronzer's like really red toned though, which is a little weird to me, but you know, whatever. Give myself these Miss Bella Hadid weird little hot dog bun cheek. I think I just lifted that directly from one of Brittany Broski's videos, actually. I've been watching her as I go to sleep because she's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I really enjoy this bronzer too. Sorry, I like have to reach my arm across my belly right now. I keep joking and saying that I'm fat, but like I am literally, I lost a full person back in 2018, so like I can give myself a break for a couple of pounds. I am just gonna kind of like hit the down here too, because I feel like when I don't do that, I'm like too like brown just right here and nowhere else. And it just feels weird to me. I'll hit my ears too, even though they don't need anything on them. I'm going to use the NYX Brufed. I think I'm almost out of this too, which is good, because it's like, yeah, it's got an expiration date of 6 months, and I'm like, I've had it for about a year and a half. So, life's about living with the consequences of the choices you make, and sometimes the choices we make aren't the best. I think I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics. Are you in focus? I don't know if you're in focus. Midnight City palette. It's just really pretty. I've used it a couple of times in the past, and it's really good. It's really interesting though. It reminds me of like an actual Renaissance period color scheme, or like a oh man, like a Baroque noir color scheme. I got it as a free gift with purchase for the little bit psycho, the Halloween collection they did. Yeah, I don't know if they still make or sell this anymore, but like if they do, it's great. Especially for, I mean, like look at this color story for like an everyday little looky-loo. More shimmers than mattes, but the mattes are really versatile and useful, so like, also this isn't a black, it's like a navy green. It's actually like the identical color to PNW in the Raw Beauty Christie palette, like almost identical. I don't know if y'all can tell. Are these the same palette, less a few colors? Almost. Jesus. Coming for you, Christie. Coming for you in ColourPop. BH, collab with me. Like, yeah, your 30 viewer ass. Yeah, exactly. I'll get you what you want. I'm gonna use this hopelessly stained BH 776 blending brush, and I'm just gonna take this, like, I don't know what I want to take. I'm gonna take this like hot orange right here. It's a lot more subdued than it's appearing on camera, but it's still like a pretty hot orange, and you know, we're just gonna... I'm gonna start like real high, because I want to do like a cut crease. I know I've gone back in like 4 or 5 times with this, and it looks really intense on camera, but it's like a much softer blend in person, and I just really want to have like a lot of you can't see what I'm doing. The camera is completely out of focus, isn't it? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I just really want to make sure that there's like enough pigment, you know, that there's enough. See, when I open my eye, it doesn't all just disappear. It's there. I'm gonna take like the really dark, this is like, it's like a dark slate brown.
Taking my little Delium Tools 783 small tapered blending brush.
Collab with me, Delium. And I mean, y'all know the gag, y'all know the gig, the goop, the deal, the Dahmer, the Jeffrey Dahmer party. I wonder if there are cannibals that do throw dinner parties and they just call it the Dahmer party, because I mean, like, that'd be kind of hilarious. They're like, we might be immoral savages, but at least we have a sense of humor. Then again, I can just generally kind of laugh about it. Y'all, like, okay. Y'all ever think it's funny that, like, people that are like, oh, I have a dark sense of humor, it just end up being racist? Like, that just seems to be the thing. It's like, nah, you don't have a dark sense of humor, you're just an asshole. See, she's nice. I'm gonna take my, my concealery brush and just kinda soften the edge a little bit, because I keep, like, my eyes are just like, hey baby, do you want to have a cobra on your face? And they hood themselves. I'm like, oh, wow. Midway. Taking some of the NYX glitter primer. It's so fun. This is like, I was actually talking to one of the people that works at Ulta, and I was buying it. They're like, oh, you should get the Too Faced one, it's so much better. I was like, well, first of all, who still supports Too Faced in 2020? Secondly, I was like, no, it's like almost identical. Like, I had a friend when they were visiting from Australia get the Too Faced one, and I tried it, and I was like, hey, do you know what this is exactly like? The NYX one. And she's like, oh, I've never tried the NYX one. I let her try it, and she's like, oh, well, I just paid double for the same thing. Like, yeah, you did, you got played. All right, I'm just gonna cut the crease. It's a really pretty color. It's like almost lilac silver. It's like, it's still like clearly silver, but it has this like lilac aspect to it. It's really pretty. I'm just gonna take more of that like deep brown, and obviously I'm just gonna do that to kind of blend it. Blend it in, blend it out, work it out. Turn me out! Turn me out! Whoosh, whoosh. The only thing I don't like about these Delium brushes, they're white, they're synthetic, but they still get stained. Like, girl, why just do them all like this? They're not even black. They're like a brown to black ombre. Do them all like that. They're nice though. They're great brushes. I'm gonna use the slanted blend. What are you? 776 angled shadow brush. It's just a slanted paddle brush. I like it though. I'm gonna take that same orange. I really like this brush for like smoking out the under eye. Cool. One eye down. I'm just gonna do the other eye off camera. Phone, where are you? Oh my god. Where did you go? There you are. Alright, so we're back with the eyes done. Y'all got to be touch the mic. Y'all got to be subjected to my musical stylings. If you liked any of what I'm sure is going to be slightly in the video, it's this guy named Funeral Director, French synthwave artist, and then the other one was a hybrid remix of Rail Divers Megachurch. Yeah. What do we think? What do we feel? Last but not least, I am going to use the ColourPop highlighter in Flextarian. This is gorgeous. The formula is interesting. Like, goddamn, look at that. Look at that shit. Barely even touched it. It's gonna be intense. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that is a lot. See, it's nice though, because like there's a lot of light coming at me head on. Don't see it, bam. See it. Don't see it, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. In Suffragette City. I'm just a modern woman trying to have it all. Children, a loving husband, but I wish that I could have more time to seek out the dark forces and join their hellish crusades. I'm in a very weird mood tonight. Like, I don't know what's going on, you know? There's just things happening. There's things abound around me, and I can't stop them. It's a lot of highlighter on my forehead, but you know what? We're glowy, we're hoey. And on the nose. Ooh, I am... Yeah, no, this is fucking beautiful. Like, even in the pan, it's just a beacon of light. Damn! Brows and mascara. Yeah. I'm gonna pop on some mascara. This is the Caution Extreme Lashes from Hourglass. Like I said, this one is kind of take it or leave it, but I really like the shape of the brush, so... Don't mind me just spearing my actual eye with the mascara wand. And who would I be if I didn't poke myself right there on this side with the mascara? I know I got... Just taking the spoolie on the end of the brow pencil, and I'm just gonna... Yeah, so, back to the Hourglass Posthumanous review. So that's what this is. I don't think I would ever rebuy this brow pencil. The shape is just too weird, and it's like... There's like inconsistencies within the own product itself because it's like super soft or super firm, no in between. And it's really hard for me to get like a consistent, like, you know? Like right here, I'm pressing on my skin and it's just like not depositing product. It's very weird. All right, we got some brows. Got some brows on. They're sisters. They're twinish. They're fraternal twins. It's fine. I mean, like, I look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup. I kind of am. The foundation's not doing... wow. The foundation's not doing too bad right now, but it is very makeup-y looking. Just gonna do some lips real quick, and I'll get into a summation of what I feel about all the products now that I've had a few weeks. This is the Delium Tools and Kylie. I don't think they sell lipstick anymore, which is really disappointing because these are really good. This is like literally my perfect nude, and I'm gonna be really disappointed if they don't sell lipsticks anymore. God, this packaging is just quality too. It's got a nice double magnet closure, just It's also great because they're like a nice creamy demi-matte. Anyways, enough about that. I think we're done here. Just in summation of this review, Hourglass, the foundation, kind of a miss, way too inconsistent in its performance, and I would definitely not buy this again. I don't think I'd recommend this either. I have like relatively normal skin right now. It's a little oily and dry on the nose, but nothing insane. The powder, I actually really enjoy. If you really like, I'd say like the Laura Mercier powder, or even the Maybelline Fit Me powder, I think they're both very similar, but I would choose this over the Laura Mercier if you want to go high-end.
Oi, we got the blush and the bronzer here.
I really like both of these. Like I said, I'm gonna do a full comparison video, but I do really like the both of these. I might rebuy a full-sized. The brow fiber gel is good. It's the same as any other one, right? I already have naturally luscious, thick brows, so this doesn't really do a whole lot for me, but like, it's the same as any other one. Buy a cheaper one. Do not like this brow pencil. The color is fine. The color is actually great for me. It's just like the shape. The spoolie is very nice though, but like the shape of the product itself is like super weird. It's triangular and like fat on one end and skinny on the other. I don't know. Not ideal, not ideal. And then like I said, it's like inconsistent in itself, which is super weird. Yeah, but hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, BearScareBeauty, same way it's spelled here. And I hope you guys have a lovely day, month, week, or rest of the year. I'll catch you guys real soon. Bye, my little bear cubs. My little bear cubs and little ScareCubs. Bye.